Hi, I'm Jeff Sadler. We're here at the courts today for the photo shoot of the 31st Annual Ozarks Basketball Preview. I'm joined here by Magnificent 11 selection Piper Francis from the Mountain View Birch Tree Liberty Lady Eagles and her head coach, Eli Ernst. We're so happy that both of you guys could be here today.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate coming out.
Thank you.
Well, you guys are quite welcome. You're very deserving of this honor, Piper. Now, let's start with you, Coach. You were the head boss last year of another Lady Eagles program, the Purdy Lady Eagles, and you had a very successful season. I believe you're 25-3 on the year, if that's not right.
Well, you're close. I think we're 25-2. We'd like to have been a little more and maybe just one, but you know, God had a different plan than what we had in mind, and we just embraced whatever came our way, and that's where we ended up. But blessed to be standing beside Piper, tremendous young lady, highly skilled, tremendous skill sets, works her tail off in the gym. You know, I'm over in my classroom and I hear a ball bouncing in there, and I know who's doing it. You know, I don't have to look around and go in the gym and check it out. I can assure you I know who's in the gym making the ball bounce. So
we know it's Piper.
That's
So
right.
tell me, how did you make your way down to Mountain View?
Mountain View's always been home for me. My family still lives there. My father still owns the old home place, and so it was a blessing to have the opportunity to get to come back home. You know, I can remember being in high school and my friend Todd and I getting in the car and taking off down the road after graduation, and we both looked at each other and said, "There's no way we'll ever come back." But that's just not true when God's got a bigger plan. So we're humbled. We're really thankful for the opportunity to be in Mountain View.
Do you find there's any more pressure now that you're back home to coach?
Well, not so much yet. We haven't started, so I imagine there will be some, but there's pressure everywhere you go. You know, people like a winning program, and it would do us a tremendous honor to be able to provide that for them. You know, the program is what it is, and we know where it's been, and we're anxious to see it take a turn and head back the other way.
Well, I'm sure that being from the area, it means a little bit more to you, so I'm sure that you're going to do everything in your power to turn that around.
That's the plan, 100%. You know, being a Mountain View kid, you know, growing up and being in that same gym, you know, on a daily basis and coming in and getting our work in, and now to be the one standing there kind of dictating the plans is a different change of venue, certainly, and a different kind of job. Mountain View had something to offer there that no one else could, because that's home. So we were, like I said, we were just really blessed that we had an opportunity to go there, because it was not something I could have probably thought up in my mind as something I would do.
I completely understand. Now let's talk to this generation's Mountain View kid. Piper, you reached 1,000 points quicker than any player in Missouri history. How did you become such a scorer?
I just put a lot of work in the gym every single day, every chance I get, and I couldn't have done it without God and my teammates and my coaches pushing me.
Do you have a certain amount of shots that you need to get up every day? Now, I know Jackie Stiles, she had some crazy thing and where she had to put up so many shots every day. Do you go through a regiment like that?
It varies from day to day, but usually I try to get 500 each day.
500 shots. How many from the free throw line?
I shoot 100 from the free throw line. That's not in the 500 jump shots.
Do you count how many you make? Do you know what
Yes,
your
sir.
percent?
Yes, sir. 67% right now.
All right. Well, we know that can be bumped up for sure.
Yes, sir. I'm going to try.
Now, what have you done during the off season to prepare? We know you've regiment, but is there anything else that you've done during the off season to prepare?
I've worked on every aspect of my game in the off season. This year, everyone knew I could shoot and score the ball, but I've worked on my defense a lot this year and over the summer to get that better.
Well, you know, scoring's great, but defense wins championships.
Yes, sir.
Now, you guys were 13-13 on the year last year. That was good for a fourth place finish. What's your outlook on this upcoming season?
I feel like we're going to do a lot better. My team and myself have put in a lot of hard work over the summer. We went to Kansas over the summer, and we won every game we played, so that was good for us.
Now, did you play with an AAU team, or did you play with a group of young ladies from Mountain View, Birch
My
Tree, Liberty.
school team went to Kansas and we did that, but I did play on AAU too.
Okay. So how many games did you get in this summer? Do you know?
Oh man, I don't even. That was a lot. Probably close to at least 50 or so, 60.
Well, that's a lot different than it was back when in the day, because kids play more games over the summer in a couple of years than most kids did growing up in the high school ranks. So if you could give a shout out, you'd like to give a shout out to anybody?
I like to give a shout out to my dad most of all, because he's always in the gym with me, helping me with anything I have questions on, pushing me to do my best. So.
Well, and that's great too, because you got a rebounder there to kick that
Yes,
back
sir.
out and take those shots.
Yes, sir. I'm very blessed to have him.
You have only actually 2 seasons left. What do you hope to accomplish in those 2 years?
Well, I hope to make my teammates a lot better, and I hope to get 2,000 points by my senior year. That's my main goal, the big goal.
Well, if you could attain that goal, I think you would be able to also notch some victories along the way with it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, we sure appreciate you coming in today. Lastly, tell us what it feels like to be selected as a Magnificent 11, one of the top juniors in the area.
I was so excited when Coach told me yesterday that I'd be here, and I'm just so blessed, and I can't thank everyone enough for this opportunity.
Well, you're very deserving, Piper, and we want to wish you, Coach Ernst, the best of luck this year and an injury-free season.
Amen.
Yes. And I'm Jeff Sadler for the Ozarks Basketball Preview.